of
So
stuff.
for me going forward, the thing to watch for in the Canucks is their 5-on-5 play. The formula for success, I think the success formula that we all predicted was Thatcher Demko would bounce back and have a really good season. And, Casey DeSmith comes in and brings them capable backup goaltending. So the goaltending is good. Also, the special teams are good and improved in the case of the PK. Maybe the PK isn't quote unquote like great or even very good, but it's much improved based on the horrific numbers it put up last
It's not
season.
historically bad anymore.
And then the power play comes through, and the power play turns into an elite power play, which it has been so far this season. The question, though, is, first of all, is that good enough? Are you a good enough team if you just have great special teams and great goaltending? It can probably get you into the playoffs. I'm not sure how much further it can get you. So what Rick Tocchet is talking about is, hey, that's great that we have great goaltending and our special teams are improved. But we have to be able to dictate play at 5-on-5, or at the very least, not have it dictated to us. Like just break even 5-on-5. And I think that's where you're seeing him. He still needs to get buy-in. And he's saying like half the guys get it, but half the guys don't. And a lot of that it's kind of boring, right? It's through the neutral zone. How are you through the neutral zone? Are you going, oh my God, here they come, I'm backing up, and we're just going to kind of almost not like let them into the zone, but we're going to make it easier for them through the neutral zone because we're kind of scared of them, right? Or are we going to attack them through the neutral zone and maybe force some turnovers and go back the other way?
I wonder how much of that is about strategy and buy-in and how much of it is about personnel. I do wonder if they've got the right mix to do the things that Tocchet wants them to do at 5-on-5 at a higher level. I think there's always room for improvement internally. I think anyone can get better, but some guys are built to do certain things. Some guys aren't. More importantly,
but I think he wants to change their instincts through the neutral zone. Like, don't back up.
you
Go
ever
attack.
you ever try to change someone's instincts? It's hard.
Yeah, it's difficult. I've been trying to turn you into a good radio host for a while
Right,
now.
and it just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work,
It
right?
doesn't-
You are what you are, right?
That's exactly it. You get what you get. That's why you hired us.
Yeah.
But
You've been trying to turn me into someone who's like nice.
yeah, and that's not going to happen.
That's not going to work.
But Tocchet's tasked with that. I also think Tocchet is tasked with the feedback part of it, where he goes to Rutherford and Alvey and he's like, that guy right there, he's not going to get it done. And then other parts of the game, I mean,
I like the Canucks. I like the Canucks' two top lines, and I love their first pairing. It's just a very top-heavy team right now. And in order to control a game at 5-on-5, you need all four lines on board.
Well, here's
and
an
you need
example
all three
of what I'm
pairings
talking
on
about.
board.
Tyler Myers is a functional, regular contributor to your blue line, unless you healthy scratch him, which I don't think that they're prepared to do. So do you reasonably think that he's 30 years old? He's a vested NHL veteran at this point. How much are you going to coach or change him instinctually?
Well, they only played 13 minutes last game, so maybe the coaching staff is just like, hey.
And that's a personnel decision, right? It's how much or how little do you use the players that are presented to you.
Yeah.
Those are personnel decisions internally. Big picture, it's do we wait until this guy's contract runs out and then move on entirely? Do we move him at the deadline? But internally, it's do we stop using our employee as much? Are we making him a 40-hour-a-week guy? Or are we going to knock him down to 20 or 25 hours a week, right? That's kind of the thing that Tocchet is dealing with Myers in particular, but I'll be curious to see with the rest of the guys as well.